one, Kel Kabaddi!
Kabaddi, no Kabaddi, aaj Kabaddi, saat Kabaddi, cheh Kabaddi, paanch Kabaddi, chaar Kabaddi, teen Kabaddi, do Kabaddi, ek Kabaddi.
Right, UP Yoddhas, they're out, but Tamil Thalaivas, their hopes are hanging by a thread. It's go time and it's Narendra. It's for that sliding toe touch on Hitesh. And he's caught. Anil has managed to catch him. And that's the first points for UP Yoddhas.
He ran straight into Anil. We keep talking about that movement diagonal to the midline and not straight parallel to the midline. Straight forward for Anil there. Rather slow start from Narendra, and it's the Yoddhas that draw first blood. It's that win that'll give them confidence, Surain. And truth be told, with a young squad now on the mat, they have nothing to lose, really. Go out there, express yourself, and give everyone a little glimpse of what you're capable of.
The one thing that we are getting to see is a lot of new raiders really on the ranks in this season. Narendra has been a fixture for Tamil Thalaivas, but now you're talking about Vishal Chahal. He had a good few games in the absence of Ajinkya Pawar, who somehow seem to have lost form. Is it just me, or is it just a little odd not to see a Pardeep Narwal turn out for UP Yoddhas in the first few raids?
Yeah, listen, I think we're going to talk a bit about them all through this game. But before that, we'll talk about Sahil Gulia, because he's a thing of beauty in that left corner. He's been at the top of his powers this season, and that is an indication of proper ankle hold.
Yeah, and he really has to step up in the absence of Sagar. He is the captain. A responsibility on his shoulders, and this is what happened last year. Tamil Thalaivas, they found themselves in a similar position and they managed to beat the Yoddhas. They need a victory badly tonight. It was the eliminator, and that was the start of a journey. But Tamil Thalaivas this time is staring at a door which is got exit written on it, but they also have some hopes of making it through.
Yeah, it's not easy. But listen, it also sometimes makes things a little easy, doesn't it? In the sense that there's clarity. You just have to win from here on in. There is no losing, there's no tying. You've got to take every point that you can.
Right, it's a do-or-die raid. Unfortunately, Himanshu Narwal is just fallen prey to Hitesh and his back hold. Terrific work from Hitesh on that right corner.
Yeah, look at that. And a nice time to get him, isn't it? Was on that back, was basically executing that back kick. And he only had 1 foot on the ground. Perfect time to get the back.
Yeah, but for a second, I'm just wondering if the referees are looking at the fact that if one of the defenders had also gone out. No, it's clean, it's clear. UP Yoddhas will pick up the point. Hitesh will pick up that point. Now, 3-1 in favor of UP Yoddhas. They've had a good start. Mahipal once again. And it's too easy for Mahipal. That swivel, that turn, getting across the midline. Effortless.
Yes, funny, isn't it? We just saw Sahil pull off a classic move literally 60 seconds ago, and then he does this. Made to look rather silly. Now, Narendra. I'm curious to see how much of that Narendra versus Sumit battle we're going to see, because he's a left raider. He's going to penetrate the right side of the defense. How much will he go towards Sumit?
Probably on that running hand touch is where we are anticipating Narendra to get a touch on Sumit. But Sumit is keeping away right now. You don't want too many mistakes in the initial few minutes. Just the start of this game. UP Yoddhas know that Tamil Thalaivas are playing under pressure. This is a very important game in the largest scheme of things. 4 games, and Tamil Thalaivas right now on 40 points. They can get to a possible 60 and maybe make it to the playoffs, but every game needs to translate into victory.
Yeah, at the moment, that little benchmark we're looking at, the cutoff points is 55, because that's where the Steelers are at the moment, at 55. Now, even that cutoff will start changing. At the moment, it's 55. The Yoddhas, even if they win every one of their matches, they go to 53. And that's why they're out of contention. Now, Thalaivas can go to a maximum of 60. So that even if they do that, We need to see whether they get it to the top 6 or no. So a lot of moving parts there.
And remember, Haryana Steelers still have a home leg remaining in Panchkula at UP Yoddhas. Get things quiet as far as not having too many unsuccessful raids. Once again, Mahipal trying a similar ploy that got Sahil. Nothing there, it's an empty raid.
And there he is, the main man, Sagar. They're going to miss him for sure. Well, I would imagine that he might come on at some point of time like he did in the previous game. Do or die raid now for Narendra. He's really quick, rapid across the mat. Footwork. Just look at how he likes flirting with the corners and the ends. He has to make something happen. Just 8 left on the clock. He's taking his time. Oh, rather loose there. Harendra Kumar with the attempted block with a massive loophole, and Narendra escapes.
Narendra Kandola living up to the tag and the billing of Dupki King. Wasn't the most perfect Dupki, but it was effective nevertheless. And Narendra, now it was a do-or-die raid for Tamil Thalaivas. It's a do-or-die raid for UP Yoddhas as well. It was too easy. M. Abhishek went in for a tackle but had literally nothing to get to.
You know, Gagan Gowda, Vishal Chahal, Anil Kumar, what a time for them to really give everyone a taste of what they can bring to the table. Top 3 defenders, Sagar is there, Chiane is there. And so if I'm Vishal Chahal, Surain, what do I have to lose, right? A little selfish, but what an opportunity for me to really establish myself and not just help the Thalaivas get into the playoffs, but also secure a little deal for myself for the next season as well.
Magic word is auction, and Vishal Chahal will want to make most of all the opportunities that he's going to get. UP Yoddhas, 7 minutes in, they've got a 1-point lead. They managed to keep Narendra quiet. Is that a bonus? No, it isn't. Vishal Chahal, it is a bonus point. Vishal Chahal once again goes towards Hitesh in that right corner again.
I like the intent from Vishal, and he showed that off the bench even in the last game. Picked up a series of points with a really good strike rate. A series of 1-pointers. I'm just coming back to the Yoddhas. Truth be told, for me, the most disappointing chapter of this season, Surain, has to be the Yoddhas. A team that had Surinder Gill, Pardeep Narwal, Vijay Malik as the Raiders, and Sumit and Nitesh in the corners. Even if they were in the top 2, that wouldn't have been a surprise. It wouldn't have been them punching above their weight. And to be right at the bottom of the table is, to me, just a real surprise and a big disappointment, and I guess they know it as well.
And I'm really just adding to that, there was that one moment where things suddenly went wrong for UP Yoddhas, and that was the injury to Surinder. Yeah, he had the sleeve for being the top raider of the league at that point of time, and that injury changed the course of UP Yoddhas campaign. Narendra there with this just a beautiful riding toe touch.
He's so good at it. The balance that he maintains and the motion, so beautiful. But at the moment, Mahipal, he does well to pick up another point.
1 point,
Picks up Bastami, is it? Yes, he does with a back kick. Nice hefty one on the chest. Trailing by 4 points at the moment. The Thalaivas, they're the ones that have to make it happen. Their campaign is alive. I'll tell you what, there will be thousands and thousands watching from Tamil Nadu.
Don't be surprised if the arena in Chennai is also full in support of the Tamil Thalaivas. They have an absolutely bonkers fan following down south. Unfortunately, the Tamil Thalaivas sometimes haven't lived up to the expectations. Anil Kumar, just a second raid. Has he got a running hand touch? He's claiming it, and he will get it. He's got Vishal Chahal. Take a look at the agility and the speed and the reach. Oh my, brilliantly done by Anil.
Very nice. Now Narendra already picked up 4 points. Not surprising that this hasn't been a very high scoring 10 minutes passage of play. He gets
1 point Tamil Thalaivas.
Mahipal on that occasion.
He's got the right man. Maybe not intentional, with that sliding toe touch. But Mahipal, until this point, the 10 minutes, Mahipal has been the best raider for UP Yoddhas. He's put in 5 raids, got 3 raid points, but he's not been sent off to the bench even once while he's come into raid. Narendra has rendered him ineffective. Anil. Oh, this time, wait just a second. Abhishek. It required all his power to stop him. He might have gotten injured a little bit in the bargain. Nevertheless, it's a point for Tamil Thalaivas. Boy, do they need it.
He likes it. Ashan Katashan. Now Himanshu, another left raider. Ajinkya, Narendra. They have a whole host of left raiders, do the Tamil Thalaivas. Oh, he's done enough to pressurize one of the defenders to go out of bounds. He's picked up one and he's hungry for a little more. He may just go back with 1 point.
Number 44, one defender out of
Who's the guilty party?
1 point.
It's Ashu Singh.
Yeah. Tamil Thalaivas, they've got into 9. UP Yoddhas, they've got a slender 1 point lead. This is turning out to be already a thriller. We go into our Patanjali Special Chavanprash strategic timeout. Back from the Patanjali Special Chavanprash strategic timeout. Tamil Thalaivas, they're up against UP Yoddhas, who are not in contention as far as the playoffs are concerned. Tamil Thalaivas, they're still in the hunt, but the most rate points, Ashu Malik, the absence of the Naveen Express, he's gone to the top of the mountain. And Arjun Deshwal, the MVP, he's a close second. But the city of joy, how much joy will it give the home team, the Bengal Warriors, who are also in the hunt as far as the playoffs are concerned. 4 matches. And we've got some super clashes starting with Bengal Warriors taking on Sultan Fazal Atrachli's team, Gujarat Giants. You've got Patna Pirates up against U Mumbai on the 10th. And then once again, the home team will be up against a high flyer and his Telugu Titans. But these little boys were sitting right now, dancing away to glory. Boy, their skills are going to be on display, because immediately after the match, it's time for KBD Juniors. And the king is sitting, chewing his nails. I'm wondering what he's thinking.
Well, he probably knows it. He hasn't been at his best for a while now. He's had a career, well, that not many can boast of, or maybe nobody. It's been a tough time for the record breaker with the Yoddhas this season. But he'll watch now and hope that his team gets past the line. We're seeing a bright new prospect in action in Gagan Gowda. He gets Abhishek, muscles his way past.
But also look where Abhishek went in for that tackle. How close he was to the midline. Was that necessary from Abhishek? There's a lot of applause coming in from the audience that has turned up to watch this game. Himanshu. There's no bonus point available, but he jumps over. He jumps over the captain of UP Yoddhas, and he manages to make it.
Tamil Thalaivas.
And even took Sumit by surprise.
I like how he snuck through. Sumit there. A slippery snake. How did he snuck? He just snuck through. He liked that. We did as well. Well done, Himanshu. This is a tight contest. Gagan Gowda, 5 raids. He's picked up 5 points. Impressive. Tall raider, pretty strong. He's got the reach.
You know, Navneet, the other thing is that Tamil Thalaivas have picked up 2 tackle points. They have attempted, what, 3, 4, about 8 of them. They're badly missing that right corner because he's also the captain. And from what I've seen on the mat of the Tamil Thalaivas, when Sagar is on the mat, is there a different they're a different unit, they're a different outfit. He's marshalling the resources, constantly talking to them. He's talking to the raiders what to do. You're missing that elder brother figure on the mat.
I would imagine that he'll play a role in the second half, much like the previous game, Surain. And I think because there's so much at stake for the Thalaivas, their campaign's on the line, he's got to come in at some point. And because, like you said, he isn't 100% in terms of fitness, Bastami will fill in for maybe 20. But I'm expecting him to come back in the second half.
And it's not a lack of form.
No bonus.
It's just that he's not well. He's not physically 100%. So maybe Ashan Kumar is reserving his energy in the final 20, where probably Tamil Thalaivas will need him the most.
In fact, if anything, his form's been on the ascendancy in recent times, along with Sahil Gulia. Now 1 versus 4. That's how he is, isn't he? He flirts with you, he teases you for a good 20 seconds. At some point, you got to give in, and he does. Cheeky little customer, this.
I wonder if he's a Delhi boy. Narinder, like Navneet mentioned, flirting with Hitesh and getting the point and sending Hitesh onto the bench. Now, do or die raid for UP Yoddhas. It's 11 apiece. And more importantly, UP Yoddhas, they are on the brink of an all-out. With Gagan Gowda also now going off to the bench, it reduces them to just 2 men. Sahil Gulia is really turning up the heat.
Yeah, very decisive with his movement, except for that 1 point that he conceded. He's been good. Now super tackle opportunity for the Yoddhas and an opportunity for Narendra to clean house. He gets 1.
Number 5 out, Raiders.
And that surrender red will come, the all-out will come, and it's the Yoddhas that have come from behind and could take a sizable lead.
Yeah, Narendra has made this look so easy. Now, lone man up against 7. He'll definitely look at that bonus point. As if he does go down and Tamil Thalaivas pick up 3 points, including the all-out, the bonus point will at least get you that little cushion. Nitin going in once again for that right corner. He's trapped. He's in a little chakra view that has been laid by the Tamil Thalaivas, and that is the all-out. You might not get a chance at building your dream home, but in the game of Kabaddi, when you get one, you grab it. And that is what Tamil Thalaivas are doing. They were trailing the first few minutes of this game. And now they've taken a 4-point lead, and they want to maintain it.
Very nice. Sahil once again. He's picked up 3 already in the last 5 minutes. 9 points for the Thalaivas. Very nicely done. Now Vishal Chahal. There he is, watching quietly from the sidelines. Not something where we're used to. Man who's done it all on a Kabaddi mat for a long, long time. Oh, the backhand from Sahil Gulia. A ferocious one. Nowhere Gagan could go.
Keep things easy is what Sahil Gulia's mantra tonight is. He's not gone in for something extravagant. He's really, really trusting his skills. While as far as the raiding department is concerned, Narendra is single-handedly manning the responsibility. 18 now for Tamil Thalaivas.
You know how many other teams will be watching this game closely?
Yeah, we're looking at Jaipur Pink Panthers. They'll be up against Dabang Delhi. Dabang Delhi, they still do not have a cue ahead of their name, while back here, this action that you're witnessing between Tamil Thalaivas and UP Yoddhas. Tamil Thalaivas suddenly seem to have found different sort of gear.
Absolutely. They're just suddenly rocketing along. 7-point lead. It was literally a couple of minutes ago they were trailing by 2. They have turned it on. The Bulls will be interested, Suren. The Warriors will be watching. Everyone's going to keep an eye out on every single game going on, because expect that points table to look very different, but after every passing game, the Thalaivas can jump 2 positions should they win today.
Barring the Yoddhas who are on the mat and the Titans who probably tuned into some show on television, everyone is interested. Last 5 minutes, 9 to the Tamil Thalaivas and only 1 for the UP Yoddhas. You can make that 2.
Number
Because
77.
Anil Kumar has just picked up a point after what has seemed like eternity.
Very nice. Yeah, just coming back to tomorrow. Delhi versus the Panthers, Ashu versus Arjun Deshwal. Oh boy, that is a big one. And the other game is the Bulls against Pune. That is some Wednesday that we have lined up, our final day in the capital city. Huge day. At the moment, they're ticking them off for fun.
Tamil Thalaivas.
Yeah, Tuesday was tricky. Wednesday is going to be wacky. They've got 4 teams and 2 of them have qualified while the other 2 are in contention. Boy, what a cracker of a Wednesday we're going to have.
But then even the top 2 teams that have qualified, we don't know if they're going to end up in that top 2, and which is why they can't take things lightly as well. And that's why there's so much at stake. At the moment, Sahil Gulia is just on a whole different level.
1
A
point,
high
Tamil
five for
Thalaivas.
Sahil Gulia in just 18 minutes of play.
Sahil Gulia, whatever he's touched, whether it's an ankle or it's the thigh, he's got points. Now, super tackle opportunities on for UP Yoddhas. Sumit is back. Only 3 men on the mat. He has to lead this play. While Narinder is looking at that corner. Time's running out, Narinder. Time's running out. And the pressure was telling on Narinder. He goes down.
Super tackle. 2 points.
Ashu Singh, along with company from Harendra, will get the first rough super tackle of the evening. Magar ki jakad. Have a look at that. Ooh, faintest of touches, but then got both the ankles, and then he got Harendra to just make sure that there wasn't any trouble. 221 rough super tackles.
It's 2-2-2, double Nelson. And a lot of teams have won on the back of these rough super tackles. Bengaluru Bulls comes to mind. Few games where they were dependent on those super tackles. Narendra, this is one thing. We'll come back to the super tackles as well, but remember that little streak, the unwanted streak that Tamil Thalaivas had when they look back at their season. They lost 7 on the trot. It also coincided with Narendra's lack of form. And that is what Tamil Thalaivas badly needed. Right now, Vishal Chahal,
UP Yoddhas.
is this the twist that UP Yoddhas were looking for? They are narrowing the gap. 21-16, it's down to just 5.
Nice little mini comeback from the Yoddhas.
Half time.
That will be it. 20 minutes done and dusted. A 5-point lead for the Thalaivas. They're looking good. And enough for the Yoddhas to take at halftime to believe that they can come back as well. Lots more in store in the final 20.
You've already seen a high five from the captain tonight for Tamil Thalaivas, Sahil Gulia. But this man, he's inching closer to another terrific Super 10. And boy, the Tamil Thalaivas need him at his absolute best. This is one of the tough moves that Narinder had put on the mat. I mean, the Dupki, a skill that he's perfected, a skill that has gotten the moniker of Dupki Prince. Look how easy he makes it look. A leaf out of the man's playbook who's not on the mat tonight, Pradeep Narwal. And then the running hand touch. Another skill in the arsenal of Narinder Kandola. Sahil Gulia, boy, has he impressed everyone. Are we going to see Sagar now, also on one of the corners?
Yeah, the fans will want to see both of them together. It's just that familiarity when you know that you have your main man on the other side of the mat. Don't go anywhere. Now Rain there has been pretty good. He's on the verge of a Super 10. Sahil's picked up a high 5. The Thalaivas looking good. 5-point lead at the moment. We'll come back for the final 20. KBD Juniors right after this big game. Stay tuned. Come back.
चलो देख लेंगे बात
कोई बात नहीं कोई दिक्कत नहीं जी पाँच हुआ है पाँच आप हड्डी ढुलाई नहीं किया बंदा कैच करें मुड़ जाएगा
जो जब मार की जा है तो फिर जब मार लग गए चैन
अभी से अभी
हाथ खोल डोज दे किक मार पीछे जाएगा वो हाथ खोल 100% लगेगा डोज दे उसको हटा ठीक है अंदर घुसता तो कवर पूरा करके डैश मार बाहर ठीक है
Well, we are in Delhi and we are going to see 3 of the best in action. Arjun Deshwal, 202 points. He's closing in. He's made Super 10s look so easy. He eats them for breakfast. And he's going to be in action against the #1 raider, Ashu Malik. Ashu Malik's team have still not qualified for the playoffs. They'll be looking at this game. So much at stake for both of them. Dabang Delhi want to qualify. Jaipur Pink Panthers, they want to stay at top. And the last time they both squared off, it was a tie. As Bengaluru Bulls take on Puneri Paltan. It's going to be an absolutely bonkers Wednesday, Navneet.
Yeah, yesterday was big. It was one of the biggest Mondays we've had in the season. Tomorrow is equally big. The big boys are all going to be in the building with so much at stake. Should it go this way, the Thalaivas will jump from 10 to 8. They'll be well right in the thick of it all in the action as far as the race to the top 6 is concerned. Final 20 here. At the moment, there is still no sign of Saga. It's still Amir Hussain Bastami.
At that right corner, Tamil Thalaivas still haven't substituted in their captain.
He's on the substitutes list.
He is on the substitutes list. We haven't seen anything of him yet. Are we going to see Sagar at all? Is he even needed, is what Ashan Kumar is thinking, because Tamil Thalaivas right now are ahead by 5 points. 20 minutes to play. And just a reminder for all our viewers, probably have missed the first 20 joining in after half-time. Pardeep Narwal, he didn't start his game. He's not even on the substitutes list. Well, Tamil Thalaivas, they have so much at stake. They've got 4 remaining games, including this one. And they're looking at those 20 points. That'll get them to 60. But mistakes like those, they're not going to do them any good. A rare error from Sahil Gulia. It's the second one tonight.
Yeah, he hasn't really given much away. It's down to just 4 now once again. It went up to 9, now it's down to 4. Yoddhas picked up a win against Mumba, beating them by 16 points. It's all the good work that Mumba did in the first half of the season, Suren, that they're still alive despite being winless for 10 matches. Winless for 10 matches and they're still in the hunt.
And look, the season is extremely long. 22 matches, every team gets to play. And it's a given. The law of averages is going to catch up. We've seen that with Puneri Paltan. Jaipur Pink Panthers also aren't looking as ominous as they were in the first half of the season. But it's how you manage those dips. Oh, what a tackle there. A chain tackle. And Anil Kumar ran right into it. But wait, the referees, Amir Hussain Bastami and M. Abhishek, even Mohit, oh, number 10, Mohit has to go.
UP Yoddhas.
Did he step out of bounds there? Did he step into the lobby?
Now this could be an important moment in the game because they've just narrowed the gap down to 3 now. Now where does the arrow come? Look at, oh, that was touch and go. Was there anything on the blue part of the mat, Suren? I thought for a split second that his foot was angled and it didn't make contact with the mat. But nonetheless, it's down to 3 now. Do or die raid, and it's Himanshu looking for the running hand touch. He's gotten Sumit, has he?
The other team members were confident that Himanshu hadn't gotten a touch. But Sumit knew and Anil knew as well. Himanshu was also looking for that bonus point. Look at that. Nothing on Sumit, but it's Anil who's gone to the bench. It's a do or die raid. That also brings about a revival. Narinder, more importantly, is back on the mat for Tamil Thalaivas. Won't be surprising that he'll come into raid. Huge moment for Mahipal. Got 4 raid points and all of them came in the first half. He's only been sent to the bench once. KBD Juniors, Delhi City Finals immediately following this game.
There's a future Pawan Sarawat, there's a future Pardeep Narwal. They're the little rock stars, Choti Height, Buddy Fight. KBD Juniors, the finals of the Delhi leg right after this matchup. 16 minutes of play left. 4 points the difference.
Substitution. Tamil Thalaivas.
Just get the sense at some point the intensity is going to change in this matchup. It's likely to go up a few notches.
It's gone on a certain languid pace. But Tamil Thalaivas, it's their defense. With all those plays, they show a little magic.
Tamil Thalaivas.
And just when we were thinking, maybe the pace has picked up. It's Mohammad Riza with that ankle hold.
It just came onto the mat. How about that for a golden entry? Come in, make an impact, acknowledgement from the crowd. Himanshu, 3 points so far. 6 points the lead. Wonderful fan for him. That's a familiar face. And he's not on the mat today. Nitesh, loads and loads of experience. And sometimes the familiarity, doesn't it help the likes of Nitesh and Sumit with each other, Sagar and Sahil on both sides in the corners. We were talking to Mohit Chiller yesterday, and he did mention that when he had Surinder Nada on the same side of the mat, on the other corner, it really helped. It helped because there's a sense of familiarity, the understanding between the two defenders, and its combinations. It, like as cliched as it sounds, it takes 2 to tango.
Substitution Tamil Thalaivas.
You're bang on with that. And look at the table. Sure, you have teams like Jaipur Pink Panthers on the back of Arjun Deshwal's stellar performance, who are right at the top. But it's teams who have done defensively well, who are also in the top 6. And look at teams like UP Yoddhas. They've got the record breaker Pardeep Narwal. Look at teams like Telugu Titans. They've got the high flyer Pawan Sarawat. They're already out of contention. Oh my, 24-18. It was a do or die raid. And Himanshu Narwal, he tried to leap again like he did in the first half. This time he was caught like a cat by the captain.
Official timeout.
Is it Sumit? I think it's the thigh of Himanshu that thuds into the skull of Sumit. And he immediately goes down in pain, holding his head, hoping that it isn't too bad. Now, this is really physical. Truth be told, we sometimes don't talk about how physical a game this is. But these boys take proper blows every now and then. And a hit to the skull is never good. KBD Junior is right after this.
मेरी टीम बनेगी केबीडी जूनियर्स दिल्ली सिटी चैंपियन।
नहीं भाई साहब, टीम तो मेरी ही जीतेगी।
किसकी टीम जीतेगी देखिए केबीडी जूनियर्स दिल्ली सिटी चैंपियन।
हमारे साथ मंगलवार रात प्रो कबड्डी मैच के बाद।
Well, the hooter has gone off. It's a do-or-die raid for UP Yoddhas. And who have they shown faith? It is Anil Kumar. 4 on the mat. Oh, wow. It is Amir Hussain Bastami. He got a flying Anil. And it was an iron vice grip that did Amir Bastami real good there.
This is so good, impressive. You know what, we keep talking about the importance of the defense to do well, for the team to do well. At the moment, Tamil Thalaivas have 9 tackle points against just the 6 from the Yoddhas. And look who's on the mat. Oh, Jack in the box. Hello, Ajinkya Pawar.
A man is back. He's been substituted in 450 raid points. Unfortunately, the one thing that hasn't worked for Ajinkya Pawar this season is consistency. And Sumit, he was already banged up. You see his neck really bandaged, but then probably it was the knee. It was the knee that thudded into his head, his skull, might have aggravated that injury.
Oh, I absolutely love this boy, Ajinkya Pawar. Expect the unexpected when he's in raid. Now, Narendra, a lot more conventional, may I say, but he's just so beautiful to watch. It's like poetry in motion. Makes it look so good, particularly that sliding toe touch that he often gives us. And needless to say, we call him the Dupki Prince for a reason. 9 points tonight, on the verge of a Super 10.
Yeah, his strike rate has been through the roof. 9 raid points out of 12 attempted raids. And UP Yoddhas now, they're playing on the do-or-die raid. It'll be Ajinkya Pawar. It's a nice, fresh haircut. He just needs some freshness as far as his skills are concerned.
And I keep saying it, you'll never miss Ajinkya Pawar on the mat. There's only one who wears socks like that. And so he's quite a standout with his attire. He's quite the standout in the way he raids. Do-or-die raid. He's got to make something happen. He's possibly the quickest we have on a Kabaddi mat. That's not gonna help, because Hitesh sucks him in, takes him down.
The socks are unmissable, and it was unmissable even for Hitesh. He went right for the ankle, and he went for the socks, to be honest. Ajinkya Pawar, he went down, and immediately after, Mahipal has gone down as well for the 2nd time tonight. And keep a look and keep an eye out on the clock. About 11 minutes to play. All these points so crucial for Tamil Thalaivas and their future PKL season 10, 26-20. It's a 6-point lead. They're going to badly look at holding on to it.
It's one of those quieter nights at the Tyagraj Sports Complex. I'll tell you something. Tomorrow, when the home team gets in and they take on the table toppers, the Panthers, there will be a proper noise. The decibel levels will be right up there at the Tyagraj Sports Complex in the capital city. Huge encounter tomorrow. Ashu Malik versus Arjun Deshwal. They're almost like they're made out of the same mold. Pick one name from those two. Suren, who's your money on?
Yeah, Arjun Deshwal, he's like the long game. You know, he's like one of those stocks. You just invest and you keep your money intact. It's going to give you returns. Ashu Malik has been like a penny stock.
It's incredible. I can't pick one. I'm actually going to say Ashu. Just probably recency effect. I don't know. We'll come back to that. It's still a healthy lead for the Thalaivas. Time for our final Patanjali special Chyawanprash strategic timeout.
Back from our second and final Patanjali special Chyawanprash strategic timeout. 26-20 in favor of the Tamil Thalaivas. But boy, what a game we have on our hands. Jaipur Pink Panthers, table toppers, defending champions, favorites. They're up against a Dabang Delhi KC side that are looking to qualify for the playoffs themselves. The #1 Raider versus the #2 Raider. Ashu versus the Raid Machine. Arjun Deshwal, blue versus pink. Choose your corners.
I'm going blue. I don't know why I'm going blue. I'm going Ashu Malik. And before that, the Bulls against the Paltan. Goodness gracious. We're on to something tomorrow evening. We'll tell you that. These little boys are on to something later today. Finals of the Delhi City Kabaddi Juniors. You don't want to be missing this. Choti height, body, fight. They've got the moves, they've got the skills, they want to be champions. 8 teams are fighting to be champions of Delhi, to represent their school in the grand finale later on. Last night, what a night it was. The Panthers suffered a defeat at the hands of the Pirates, and not many saw that coming.
Well, it's school night. The 8 schools, they'll want to finish the job, win the KBD trophy, go home, get a good night's sleep to resume school tomorrow at 26-20 with 10 minutes to play. Just a reminder, UP Yoddhas, they are out of contention as far as the playoffs are concerned. Is that a point? The UP Yoddhas just coming back. Tamil Thalaivas, 4 games and they need 4 victories. It's that simple. There are no riders, no terms and conditions. Win your 4 games, bolster the chances of making it to the playoffs, just like you did last year. Nothing there for UP Yoddhas. Narinder is eager and raring to go for his raid.
Right, do or die raid it is, 1 on 5. He doesn't have a bonus, he's got to look for a touch point. Oh, that's how quick he is. He's skillful, he's young, and he's also mighty rapid.
Number 12 out.
It was a blink or a miss raid from Narinder.
Wait.
Boy, he went towards the left corner, turned,
Tamil Thalaivas.
made a quick jump at that right corner, and he got his point.
Almost like he gave the indication that he's going for the toe touch to the defender, but goes with a hand touch. That is the 9th Super 10 this season. Oh, too close, Abhishek. Not when he was already on his way back. Gagan Gowda, who's a very tall raider, All he had to do was extend that left arm backwards.
Probably the second time tonight that we've seen M. Abhishek go for these advanced tackles. And it's also showing in his performance. He's picked up 1 tackle point tonight. And he's attempted a tackle 4 times. Covers have been an issue for Tamil Thalaivas through this season, through this campaign. But Ashan Kumar, he'll have his eye on the score as well. 8 minutes to play, but a Dream 11 game changer contest. I've been to the venues and I've done these push-ups, and I was just like that guy on the right. I toppled, probably on my 3rd push-up, but he's got a great seat in the house.
Yeah, he knows it. He's on the big screen. That's the big question, isn't it? Do you look at the camera or do you look at the big screen? When you're on national television, they don't come by too often. You've told your friends and family, well, I'm going to be on television. Make sure you watch it. But where do you look?
And just listening to what the mics are picking up, they're looking at the 3rd rate, which means they're playing on the do or die rate. But also UP Yoddhas, they need to keep an eye out on the clock. Look at that. That was a quick one from UP. And now the hooter goes off. And the trust is in put on Himanshu Nirwal to do the job. Tamil Thalaivas, if things stay the way they are right now, they pick up the victory. They'll go to 45 and move to the 8th position from the 10th they are on right now. Right, time's running out. Himanshu got 8 seconds. He needs some magic. It's not coming though, not on this rate. And UP Yoddhas have just stopped Himanshu in the middle of his tracks. It was Ashu.
You could just see that happening. He just spent far too much time there, a second too many, and he was there with 0 momentum near the right corner. That's as easy as it comes for the right corner to pluck him down. Now another do-or-die raid. We've seen a whole bunch of them, but they're just really solid this evening. The defense of the Thalaivas, their 11th point this evening.
Oh, what a chain tackle from Mohit and Amir Hussain Bastami. It's like driving on Delhi streets and getting into a dead end. There's nowhere to maneuver your car or your bike. Tamil Thalaivas, 6-point lead. 6 minutes to play. Mohit is taking all the time in the world. This is a ploy. This is a tactic. UP Yoddhas has to see through this one.
And they'll obviously roll the clock down now. No signs of Sagar yet. He's got the jacket on. I would imagine that he's not getting onto the mat. I don't think he is. But at the moment, it's looking comfortable. Could that be the other reason as to why they aren't fretting too much about whether Sagar should be taking part? I think Pawar. Now what they will be doing is getting as many empty raids as possible. Roll the clock down. Here's what the Thalaivas have next up. The Paltan and Delhi. Oh boy, they have it tough. It ain't gonna come easy.
They have to walk through the path of fire if they have to make it to the playoffs. Puneri Paltan, among Delhi, and then the Bengal Warriors. Ashan Kumar knows it's a tough job. Spoke about the jacket. It's 12 degrees in Delhi. Gotta keep the jacket on, mate.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Everyone's got a jacket on except the 14 or fewer on the mat. Now another do-or-die raid. We keep saying it because that's going to be the mode that the Thalaivas will be operating in. 2 empty raids, do-or-die. 2 empty raids, do-or-die. Narendra now put the speed boots on. He doesn't need to because he's often got them on. Now 12 on the clock.
Narendra, he's constantly going towards the left corner. Oh, wait. Oh, Narendra. What a tackle. Ashan Kumar. You can see the nerves on his face.
UP Yoddhas.
UP Yoddhas have just picked up a point. For a moment, I thought one of the defenders was out of bounds, but Kiran Magar just by the barest of margins. And then it was Harendra. Brilliantly done. UP Yoddhas, clearly that ploy of playing on do-or-die raids is paying off. Managed to bring down the deficit by 5 points. The referees, little discussion. Remember, 4 on the mat for Tamil Thalaivas. 4 minutes to play. Maipal right now waiting for the referee's decision. Do-or-die raid.
1 point. Tamil Thalaivas.
And now they're trading blows. Trading blows. 1 more point.
Number 2.
And Maipal and the team has asked for a review again.
Please come. What is the challenge? You want Raider safe, defender out. TV umpire. UP Yoddhas challenge Raider safe, defender out of bounds before the struggle. Our decision Raider out. Please review.
Okay, is there a defender who's out of bounds? Now that's the question. Let's take another look at this. There's a proper touch there. I think Sahil Gulia goes into the lobby only after the touch has been made from the Raider. So I think the Thalaivas are fine here.
It's about frames, honestly, isn't it? Sahil Gulia's right foot does slide into the lobby, the orange part of the mat. But did it happen after the touch on Mahipal? Now, has the touch happened here? And remember, the referees, they have awarded the point to Tamil Thalaivas, so they need conclusive evidence. This is where Mohit gets the touch.
I think the touch has happened, Suren, and I think it's only after that the defender slides into the lobby. Now, the other problem is that this isn't the best angle as well. We know when the touch happens, but we can't have a look at when the leg goes into the lobby.
The referees need conclusive evidence.
Review
And here's the decision.
unsuccessful. Raider out. 1 point. Tamil Thalaivas. Captain, no more reviews. Your review is over.
Lameet, you're an all-rounder. Along with being a commentator, you clearly are good at refereeing as well.
Listen, we do this. We do this on multiple replays across different angles. Those referees on the mat do it real time. That's a whole different ball game, my man. I think Pawar. Just look at how much he moves. Look at. I'm trying to figure if there's a calorie tracker on how many calories Ajinkya Pawar would burn in a game of Kabaddi versus an Ashu Malik or an Arjun Deshwal. Those boys, minimal movement. Less is more for those two stars. For this man, it's quite the opposite.
Companies are still in the R&D department as far as creating that tracker is concerned. Ajinkya Pawar, he knows only one gear, and that's the 6th gear. Ashu Malik, he'll be in action tomorrow against the Jaipur Pink Panthers. What a turnaround Gaban Delhi KC have had. Fortunes as far as their campaign is concerned. 29-23. Mohit, they're winding down the clock. They need to keep this going just for 3 more minutes. And Gagan Gowda trying to, oh, what a pursuit from Ajinkya Pawar. Did he get any? Because this is a do-or-die raid for Tamil Thalaivas. Oh, you cheeky customer.
Reminds me of that pursuit from Shantlu yesterday. And he was just flattened in no time. What a moment in the game that was. Right. He's got about 12 seconds left. Come on, Ajinkya. What do we have for us? Give us a special move. He's still looking for someone to come towards him. Ho-ho! Kiran Magar airlifts him and drops him down.
I've seen this move so many times in Delhi playgrounds, but this time it's coming on a PKL mat. Kiran Magar hoists Ajinkya Pawar on his shoulders and very politely puts him down. It's a do-or-die raid for UP Yoddhas, for Anil Kumar. Unfortunately, the Tamil Thalaivas defense, they've come with a plan tonight, led by their captain Sahil Gulia. This time it was Amir Hussain Bastami who went for a single thigh hold, succeeded in pulling down Anil. Now we're down to the final 2 minutes. But Bengaluru Bulls still in contention up against Puneri Paltan, who on the back of the tie managed to qualify. But my man here sitting in the comm box with me is from Bengaluru. Are you looking at the hopes of your home team, mate?
Listen, I don't want to think of the last time those two teams went up against each other. It was a disastrous outing for the Bulls. I'm really hoping that it's quite the opposite in tomorrow's fixture. Bulls are very much in the hunt. Go Bulls. And 90 seconds pretty much left in this game. And Coach Ashan's all he's saying is, listen, just make sure you seal the deal. don't do anything out of the ordinary from here on in.
The 8 best schools in Delhi will go toe-to-toe against each other, and the nature of the sport is such that only one school will get their hands on the KVD Juniors City Championship. It's the Delhi leg. It's right after this game between Tamil Thalaivas and UP Yoddhas. 6-point lead, and Tamil Thalaivas will jump to the 8th spot. They will take it with both hands, considering that they have to win everything from here. Sahil Gulia, he lost his balance, went out of bounds, and just conceded an easy point to UP Yoddhas.
All right, now less than 90 left on the clock. Roll the clock down. Just pushing him out into the lobbies. And that's all he's got to do, Himanshu. Take down 28 seconds, and you'll get another turn to do that. And you should be fine. Massive games ahead for the Thalaivas, and this will be in Bengal. It'll be in the Bengal leg, I would imagine. Huge games. Their fate will be decided for sure against the Paltan and Dabang Delhi.
96
We're down to the final minute, and a little substitution that has been made, bolstering the defense, and it's once again Mohammad Riza
1 point.
who's managed to pick up a point with that ankle hold. Mohammad Reza Kabudrahangi. I hope I got his pronunciation.
Do or die.
Very nice. His second point in as many attempts. Right, do or die right now. Even if you have to give one away, that's okay. But roll down the clock. That's what's going on in Himanshu's mind, I would imagine. If he does give one away, it'll reduce the deficit to 5, which is still fine. And you know what? He'll do one better.
1 point.
He picks up a point.
Yeah, it's a trick, it's a ploy. Himanshu Narwal, he was just playing with the UP Yoddhas defense, making them feel that he was wasting time, but just the nick of time, picks up his speed, gets a touch, and gets a point for Tamil Thalaivas. Mahipal, he's taking all his time. Has he forgotten that they're 5 points behind?
Yeah, they're 7 points behind, and unfortunately, even the 1 point that the Yoddhas are going to take from this, it won't matter. A tough season for the Yoddhas fans, for Pardeep Narwal fans. And just when they ended an 8-match losing streak, they go back to losing ways. That will be it. The Tamil Thalaivas stay alive in season 10. They're back to winning ways. A 7-point win against the Yoddhas. And the Thalaivas go into Bengal still alive.
The team from down south, from Chennai, live to fight another day. And Tamil Thalaivas, it's on your screen. They keep their playoff hopes alive. 3 more matches to play, and only 3 victories will do. Narinder, what a night he's had. A Super 10 to boot, but he's also led Tamil Thalaivas to victory. They picked up 15 great points, and 2/3 of those points all came thanks to Narinder. But also a special mention to the captain, Sahil Gulia, who also picked up a high 5-6 tackle points and 2 stars, including this man, really stepping it up in the absence of regular captain Sagar, making sure that Tamil Thalaivas, they break that habit of losing. Lost 2 on the trot, and they're back to their winning ways. Sahil Gulia, boy, has he impressed tonight. 6 tackle points out of the attempted 8. That's a brilliant strike rate as far as tackles are concerned. The maths is right, it's about 80%.
All right, what does it do to the all-important points table? Where are the Thalaivas? They're in the top fold of the points table, and how good is that? The fans in Chennai, in Tamil Nadu, they'll be celebrating deep in the heartlands of the bedrock of Kabaddi. They're on to 45 now. With 3 games left, they can go to a maximum of 60, Surain. They're well and truly alive.
It's that little white line between teams that are on the 6th spot and 7th spot that they want to cross over and make it to the playoffs. But The 8 best schools are ready. They're ready to take over the mat, put their best skills on display. Only one will win the championship. Only one will have the opportunity and the privilege of calling themselves Delhi City Champions. And the mission players for the Bulls, well, they're up against one of the top sides, one of the more fancied sides, the Puneri Paltan, who already qualified for the playoffs. And the Bengaluru Bulls take another step. And then it's the battle of the best. Number 1 Raider versus the number 2 Raider. Delhi is also eyeing a berth in the playoffs. KBD Juniors coming up.
A fantastic win for the Tamil Thalaivas. A 7-point victory to keep their hopes alive, their campaign alive, and they go to Bengal knowing that they can well and truly make it happen into the top 6. Their hopes are alive. Like we mentioned, they live to tell another tale. A good all-round performance in offense and in defense. They were the better team tonight. And here's a final look at the score. A 7-point win, courtesy a Super 10 from Narendra, a high fry from Sahil Gulia, a thorough team performance from the boys in yellow. We've had some fantastic moves all through the last hour or so. Here's our Ultratech number 1 moment of the day.
Ultratech number 1 moment of the day.
Well, it was this man, the Dupki Prince, Narendra. There was a self-out, but then Kiran Magar coming in and getting that back hold on Narendra. Fortunately, it didn't show in the result, even though it was a stellar move from Kiran.
Yeah, they're just waiting their turn. They've seen the big boys, now the big boys will wait to see these little rock stars on the Kabaddi mat. The finals of the Delhi leg of KBD Juniors in just a few minutes from now. But a quick reminder that tomorrow could well be one of the biggest nights in season 10. All the big boys are going to be there. Teams 1, 2 and 3, Raiders 1 and 2, they're all in the house. But for now, well done to the Thalaivas. It's down for the presentation.
The single header definitely made us experience every single emotion. Good evening.